Hi, my name is Nancy Nelson and I am in Edm310 at the University of South Alabama, fall semester 2012. And this is my final reflection video. Before the semester started, before Edm310 started, I was very worried about the class. I had received negative comments and views about the class, about how hard it was, and that many of my classmates and other students had taken the class more than twice. But after taking the class, after Edm310 had ended, I realized how easy it was and how much work we had done. But it was easy because I followed the directions and I posted my stuff on time, and I used my time accordingly. Time management is a very big part of this class, and it taught me that. This class did teach me that. I had to juggle 2 work schedules and my school schedule, so it was kind of hard for me, but I did it, and I did it well in my opinion. I also learned the information and the technology that we were given during the class. I actually learned it. It's not going to be burnt back education, as Dr. Strange says. I internalize the information and will use it and know about it for the rest of my life, probably. The usefulness of technology is a very big subject in the class because it's a media class. I think technology is a great resource used in and outside the classroom. Blogger is a great resource that students and teachers can use to communicate and provide information to each other. I personally will not use Blogger in my classrooms, in a sense that each student will not have their own individual blogs. I don't like that idea. I do, however, like the idea of a teacher or me having a class blog where I can upload information and resources to the web that students can find easily and get off the web and use to study for a test or just anything, just for class. Another resource that we learned about was Smartboard. I found this to be a great resource for learning. It is interactive and it's more of a non-traditional teaching. The students actually are active in the discussion. And of course, it kind of makes sense that students are not blank slates. They bring in information from the outside world, and the teacher does not know everything. Students will teach teachers things about technology that the teacher might be using in the classroom, which is awesome. Another resource that we used in Edm310 a great deal was iMovie. I found this to be very interesting and very intriguing. I used iMovie to create a book trailer, a contest video with my group members, Smartboard lesson, and a few other things that were very interesting and necessary for the course. It was a great deal of fun because I messed around with it and I learned a great deal from that. Another aspect of Edm310 that I learned about was Twitter. I had never used Twitter before, and during the class I used it occasionally, but I didn't like it at all. I will probably never use it again, and I will probably never ever use it to, I'll probably never use it while teaching. It doesn't make any sense to me to use it. I realize that many educators do, but I personally do not like it. YouTube was a great resource that I used, that everybody used in the class. I loved it. I interacted more with it. I learned a great deal about it. And I'm probably going to use it in my classroom to upload videos of my lectures for my students to get offline, so that if they're home sick or they're in the hospital, they can see everything that we learned that day, so that they'll be prepared for the next class. Another aspect of Edm310 that was very prominent was proofreading. The blog posts that we did, we needed to proofread them to make them even a little bit acceptable. I proofread much more and became proud of my writing than I had before. In the beginning of the semester, I didn't proofread as much as I should have, but during the end, I proofread much more because every time I would get a comment on my blog post, it would be something about grammar or something about spelling. And sometimes there are some things that you just miss. And that's often what happened to me. But I didn't like getting those comments. I did not like getting negative criticism on my writing. But doing this, I learned about constructive criticism for things such as C4C, where I would go in and I would use the sandwich method, where I would say something nice, say something bad, and say something nice again. And it worked out well, in my opinion. Many students that comment on my blogs did not do that, and it kind of hurt my feelings, because I think that they could have been a little bit nicer and a little bit better. And I also realized that many of the students that commented on my blogs did not proofread their comments. And I sometimes wanted to just comment back to them and say, you need to proofread your comments, because what you just said to me, you just did in your comments. Macs were used pretty much throughout the whole semester because it provided us with iMovie. I was reluctant to use a Mac at the beginning of the semester. I did not like it at all, and I did not want to use it. I was very proud of my Dell computer, but at this point, I desperately want one. I want a Mac computer so bad because it's such a great resource, and I enjoyed using it. And another aspect was groups. I hate group activities and group projects because I'm usually the one to do the most work. And I like it. I kind of like it that way because I don't like depending on other people. But in Edm310, I participated in 2 groups. Group Awesome and the Accomplishers. I met great people in both of those groups, and I enjoyed those groups. Everybody pulled their weight, and it was possible for us to work together and learn a great deal. The number one aspect of Edm310 that I took out that I will probably never forget and that I would definitely use in my classroom is flipping the classroom. I found that to be the most important topic raised. It includes the students in the discussion, and it helps them learn better. They're active, and they're positioned in the classroom to learn in an easier way and much better way. I do not believe in 100% technological classroom. I believe in a blended, and I have stuck with that. I don't mind using PowerPoints. I don't mind the students having a laptop or a tablet in class. But I don't think that every aspect of their learning should be used just with technology. As generations are changing, I can see it happening in the future, but as of now, as of me becoming a teacher in the next 3 years, I don't agree with it. And I've had that same opinion throughout Edm310. But overall, I enjoyed Edm310, and I learned a great deal in this class. And I hope you enjoyed my final reflection video, and I hope you have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful Christmas.